welcome. This is Ruth, and today I have another video for Tonic, and I'm going to make a little bookmark. It's actually 10 centimeters wide by 18 centimeters long, and I'm going to use some of the SVG files from Tonic to create a little watering can and some flowers on top of that. So I've everything ready. I've picked out the card that I want, so I've got avocado green, misty grey, buttermilk yellow, coral pink and rose pink. Those look really, really beautiful together. I've got some white card on here, and I've already matted that onto some rose pink. I have some striped baker's twine, and this is pewter grey. I thought that would be nice as well to add onto the bottom of the bookmark. And I have some crystal drops, and these are buttermilk as well. And my trusty glue, the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. And I'm going to use this stylus to mould some of the flowers into shape a little bit. So the next few clips will be just preparing my Cricut and getting everything ready, getting the mats in and the card on there and cutting out the flowers. And I've kept everything to the size that it was originally on the file, and I'll be back in a minute or two once those are cut out. Cut out lots and lots of flowers there, and probably far too many, but I always do that. Whenever I'm actually cutting, I usually cut out extra so that I can use them in other projects as well. It's sort of two for the price of one, I think. So anyhow, here's the watering can, and this is the background dye. That's in the misty grey, and then I've got the buttermilk there and the rose pink with the little pattern on, and there's the handle. And I want this to fit inside here, so I'm going to put the handle quite close in there. And then you saw the little dimensional spout. All of this usually actually makes up a 3D element. It's a 3D watering can. It's absolutely beautiful. In fact, I'll put a link to some photographs, or even add a photograph or two at the end of a couple of little 3D watering cans that I've already made. So this element here then was the spout. It's actually for the jug, and I have just trimmed it off, and I'm going to use this part, and I'll glue that in behind just there, and keep all that in on the bookmark so that it doesn't come out over the edge. And I'm leaving a little gap at the bottom because I want to punch a hole there and add the baker's twine in so that that would hang out through the book. It's rather a large bookmark, but who's to say what size a bookmark is? So I'll go ahead and glue all this up. See, I've got lots and lots of flowers here, and I know a bookmark is going to go inside a book and it will be flat because it needs to stay flat, but I always think, I'll just show you here what the flat flower would look like. It kind of looks a little bit lifeless. It's quite nice, but a little bit lifeless, so I always tend to emboss them with an embossing tool first of all, and I know they're going to get flattened again, but I still think that this is a little worthwhile effort. So what I normally do is turn them over so they're facing downwards, and then I take the large end of this tool and just go around that and then turn it over and press that down in the middle with the smaller end. Then you can go ahead and add whatever centres you like into it. So we can go with maybe this smaller one in a different colour, and you'll not need to go into all the petals with that one and into the centre, and then glue that in. Then we can do the same with these ones. I've already done that, so again, like so, turn it over and press into the centre. And I think even whenever that does flatten down a little bit, it still looks lovely. And what I'm going to do now then is just place all of these on here. I didn't cut the stems out because I didn't think I needed them. I'm going to have the flowers quite close to the top of the jug, but I have got some little leaves to add in. I've actually got quite a few flowers left over, but I'm always happy with that because I can use those for lots of other things. Now, I've gone ahead and punched a little hole in here and added some of the grey baker's twine, and that matches this grey from the watering can there. And then I have some buttermilk crystal drops, and I'm going to add them into the centres of the flowers here, and that will mirror this kind of effect that's on the pattern on the watering can. And then I was asked to write a little note saying, if friends were flowers, I would pick you. So I am going to glue that across there, and that's my little bookmark made. Now don't forget, when I do finish this, I want you to remember that you can use these for all sorts of things. You can have them really big, really small, 3D, flat like this. The SVG files, the things that you can do with those SVG files are absolutely endless, because you know, the size on its own, you could make a flower and make that the actual shape of the card. You could have lots of little flowers, and I haven't even used the stems there, so you can actually make a 3D flower on a folded stem, and that's really beautiful too. Anyhow, for now I'll go ahead and finish this. Very much for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, I would love you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and that way you'll see lots more projects coming along, not only for Tonic Studios but my own projects as well. And don't forget to, you can share if you like, and if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a little thumbs up, and if you have time, leave me a little comment. I always appreciate that. I'll have my links, which are affiliate links to most of these products, down below in the description, so if anyone wants to use those, feel perfectly free. I'll get a little commission from them, but it won't cost you anything extra at all, and I always appreciate that. So thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. Bye bye.